Hi, I'm going to take you through a TheraBand workout. So for this workout, you will need a TheraBand. Now I'm also going to be using a loop. Okay, so if you've got a TheraBand loop, grab that as well so you've got it for the workout. The other option, if you don't have a loop, is just to tie a knot in your band. Okay, so we'll do those throughout the exercises as well, which means you might just need to reorder slightly if we're tying a knot or not. The other option, if you've got two, loop one and then keep the other one nice and open. All right, so there's 8 exercises. We're going to do 40 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of rest, and I'm going to do the whole thing with you. Okay, so starting with a row, holding the band at chest height, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulders back, and then forward. Squeeze and back. So from the side view, we're squeezing the shoulders and back. Squeeze and back. So this is strengthening the upper back muscles, and you want to try and make sure that you don't have your shoulders lifting up into your neck. Nice and steady. All right, having a 20-second rest. Now the next one that we're going to do is a pull down. Because it is single-sided, we'll do half on the right arm and then switch halfway through to do the left side. Alright, so one hand just above the shoulder and the other one is pulling down on a diagonal. Squeeze the shoulder back as you pull. And I'll let you know we're going to change it halfway. Alright, so switching the arm over, the other one goes to the top and pulling down on the diagonal. It's good. Alright, for this next one, we're going to loop the band around your back, and it's going to be at about waist height. And you're going to want to wrap your hands into the TheraBand so that you've got a good grip on it. We'll just finish off the 20 seconds of rest. Alright, and we're pressing forward for a chest press. So push and control it on the way back. So I'll give you a side view. So press and control it back. Press and control it back. You've got about 20 seconds to go here. Remember to keep that posture up nice and tall the whole time. Alright, the next one's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to turn around to show you, but it is a tricep extension. So if you have one hand holding at the top, the other hand holding firmly at the bottom, we're going to be pressing upwards. Okay, and again for this one, I'll let you know when it's 20 seconds. Alright, so pressing up, and you want to make sure that that elbow is pointing to the ceiling. So I'll turn around again and show you from the back. Alright, and changing sides, and up and back. So halfway we need to change sides. Try and keep that elbow pointing to the ceiling. This is going to get the triceps, back of the arm. Alright, I'm just going to move the camera for the next one. Alright, so if you get your band underneath your feet, we're going to do a bicep curl here. Alright, so bending at the elbows and curling up. And I am doing both at the same time, but you also have the option to do one at a time. You just need to remember to change arms after 20 seconds. So we're halfway now. If you do need to change sides, now's the time. All right, have a rest. Now the next one, we need to be in exactly the same position. So keep that TheraBand looped underneath your feet. And we're going to do a deadlift, making sure that the back stays nice and flat. All right, so when you're ready, tipping forward at the hips, your bottom moves backwards. Squeeze your bottom muscles to stand back up. So bending forward and stand back up. You want to try and keep your chest proud, up nice and tall, and this is going to help with posture. So we're trying to avoid slumping. So tipping forward and standing up. And the lower down that you hold the TheraBand here, the stronger the resistance will be. All right. Now the last two exercises are the one that you need the loop for. So if you've got a loop, putting your feet inside the loop, and you're going to have it around your ankles, okay? And you'll need some space sideways for this one. All right, so slight bend in your knees, shoulders back, and we're stepping sideways, and then going back the other way. And depending on how much space you have, you may only be able to do 2 steps before you need to go back, or even just 1 step and then go back the other way. You should feel this in the outside of the hips and glute area. All right, and last one, we're going to pull the band up so it's sitting just above your knees, taking the feet wider than the hips with a slight turn out of your feet, and we're going to be doing squats. Now with this one, we want to make sure that we're pressing out on the band. So squatting down and up, making sure the knees aren't coming in as we squat. So sitting back like you're sitting in a chair, and we're pressing out on the band. And this just increases the work that's happening in our glutes while we squat. We've got 20 seconds to go. All right, and we are done. So take your feet out of there. All right, now that one took 8 minutes. So you've got the option to just do it once and it takes 8 minutes, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Just make sure you are warming up and cooling down and doing all your stretches at the end. Enjoy.